Hey everybody, it's Doug here, Doug Mystic Board Game Geek, bringing you another episode of my playthrough of Zombicide Black Plague. This will be episode number 2, turn 2. I'm probably going to do more than one turn. The reason I didn't do more than one turn last time was simply because I did the introduction and setup pieces. So we're going to do a lot more this time and get a few turns in. You know, we've split up our group. There's 3 of them here, consisting of Anne, what's his name? Clovis and Nelly in the bottom group, and then the up group way up at the top there we have Samson, Silas, and Baldrick. And I realized strategically that might be a mistake because Silas and Baldrick are both ranged, and the other group has nobody that has any range. It's all melee. I don't know if it's going to matter or not in the game, but we'll see. Might be a strategic mistake. I also want to talk to you about targeting priority. I did not talk about that last time. This is similar to Zombicide with one change. You can see that when you have to target with range, it's going to take this into account. So the last person you can target in a zone with zombies is the Necromancer. And it also shows you what damage they do and how much you have to do to kill them. So that's the exact same. The only thing that's different is you don't automatically hit your compatriots when you shoot ranged into a zone. I talked about that in the last video. But anyway, let's get started. We're going to get going again with Samson. He is our first player. We're going to get him rocking out and take out that big giant fatty that's up there in the corner. Here we are with Samson. This is just the first player marker. I leave it on him so when I'm rotating around I know who goes first and last. Now you can change that in between rounds, but I don't see any point in doing that. He's got his hammer. What we're going to do with him is we're going to bash in the head of this here fatty. So we got this guy. Samson's going to take him on with his big old hammer. He has all 3 of his actions to take currently. He's kind of no experience yet. So let's do that thing. So as you can see, the hammer does 1 die. Needs a 4 to hit, but it does 2 damage. So we're going to take his first swing. His first of 3 actions is going to be to attack the fatty. A 3, he misses. Okay, that's a bummer. Let's try that again. His second action, if he misses all, okay, making me nervous. If he missed all those, we would have been getting hurt, but we didn't. So, fatties are worth 1 experience, unfortunately, but he did kill it. So let's go take a look at that. We are going to pop Senor Fatty here off the board. He is dead, and that is then going to give Samson 1 experience point. Now, one thing I did note is that these clickers are a little hard. I have to pick them up to get it to click over one. Okay, there we go. He's got 1 experience point. Woohoo, Samson! Okay, he's got 1 more action left too. So, do we take the 5-point objective, or do we break open the vault? If I take the 5-point objective, he will then go to 7 points. He'll be in the next level of experience, which means we'll start spawning yellows. I think he's going to break open the vault door. He needs a 4 to do that. Or he could search. He hasn't searched yet. Well, no, he's the only one with a weapon there that can break open the vault door, so he's going to do that. Once again, we need a 4, so let's hope he can do it. He's cracking away at that thing. It is going to create noise regardless. I think his hammer does not create noise in melee, but 6, he did it. He broke open the vault door. Okay, here's the vault door standing right behind Mr. Clovis there, or whatever his name is, Silas, the elf. So we have now opened that door and someone else can go in, but not Samson because he's already gone. Next up we have Anne the nun. She is in the southern location with the other guys. Now there's a couple things she could do. One is she could pick up the objective, get 5 experience points for her first action. I think we're going to have kind of an uneventful turn with her. We do have to keep an eye on the Necromancer that appeared, but here's what we're going to do with her. Okay, so for her first action, we're looking for this laboratory member, so we're going to pick this one up. If it is the laboratory, we're going to have a spawn of a Necromancer in here. Oh wait, there's already, it would be an abomination. A little nervous about that. Got a 1 in 6 shot. I think we'll, okay, we're going to do it. She's going to pick up this objective. It was just the red objective, so there's nothing there. But that does give her 5 experience points. Boom. She is rocketing up there. She's got a lot of good experience from that one. And then she is going to search the room with her second action. There are no enemies in there, so she can do that. And what does she get? Oh, there's an enemy now. Man, I don't know. My luck hasn't been terrible yet so far, but good gosh. We got the double spawn, we got the Necromancer on the board already, and now we get another walker popping up in our zone. So let's pick this walker here, another little shambling dude. He appears right here, which means I know what our third action is going to be. It was going to be to break open the vault door, but now it's going to be to kill the zombie. So Anne gets an attack with her short swords. You can see it's a 4 to hit, does 1 damage. Let's see if she gets it. She does not. So she's startled by the zombie. She swings wildly and misses. And it starts praying because she might get hurt. But maybe not. We got some other people there. They can take that zombie down. Okay, next up is Baldrick. He is up at the northern spot. Remember, he's got his mana blast. It's all good. Now, when you go down into a vault, if he goes down that vault, it does not populate zombies like a normal room. It's just a vault, and then we come up in another location, which is pretty far away, but close to the Necromancer. I'm actually thinking about doing that. Might be helpful. So I think for his first action, though, he's going to be the one to pop this, just a, oh man, I didn't even think about it when I pulled it. He popped the objective there for 5 points. I got to be a little careful. I'm risking an abomination coming out, and I have no way to kill it yet. So, but that gives him 5 experience. Come on board, let's do this. Okay, there we go. He's got 5 experience points. And then for his second action, he's going to step down into the vault. Boom. For his third action, we're going to see what this big bad boy is. Inferno. So it's he can now kill fatties. Let's take that back a little bit. Yeah, so he is. It's a 0 to 1 range. Does make noise. It does 4 dice with a 4+ and does 2 damage. So I guess that will be replacing his mana blast. We will take his mana blast. We'll put it in his inventory here, and we'll take that and put that there. That is his new setup, and that was all of his actions. So that's going to end his turn. Pretty uneventful, but at least the other two know that there's no reason to continue unless we want to pop out at the other vault location, which is possible. That vault location is right here, and the Necromancer and this runner are right there. Now the runner is going down where all this stuff is going on. He's going to head down this way. There's well, there hasn't been a lot of noise here, but there's 3 people there, so that's the noise level. He can't see anybody, so that's where he's going to go. And the Necromancer is just going to plod along, and more things are going to spawn there, but it would allow us to go out and, I don't know, it might be wiser to come out down this street here, have some range on him. Yeah, I think that might be the right answer. Okay, so we're not going to pop the vault open further. I think the other 2 characters are going to start to come out of the building. So let's move on to, and then we'll go to Nelly after this. Okay, here's Nelly. I mean, she doesn't have much she can do this turn, being that a zombie suddenly popped up in her space. I mean, we really need to do some searching too, but she's going to attack the zombie with her short sword. As you can see, this is Nelly right here, so she's going to attack the zombie there. She needs a 4 or better. She does get a free move action, but that's not going to help her much right now unless she kills this thing in 1 shot. But let's hit and see what goes on there. Boom! She did kill it. Boosh! That's awesome. Nelly killed wee little zombie, which is going to give her her first experience point of the game. Boom! She is at 1. That is outstanding. Okay, now for her second action, I believe that she is going to... We still have that vault door. We're going to crack that open, I guess. But, yeah, let's do that first. And then if she succeeds at that, I think she's going to draw or search the room again. Or search the room, rather. She needs a 4. If she fails this, she's just going to search the room after that. A 3. So she did not crack open the vault door, but it did make noise. So we're going to put a noise token out there. And then we're going to draw a card because she's going to search the room. What does she get? Water. What does that do? Discard this card to gain 1 experience point. Okay. We'll discard this. She takes a swig of the water. Why not? I'd do that if I were her. That's kind of silly not to. Okay. And then we get to add, oops, just 2, not 5. 2 experience points to her. That was her third action, so she is done. Next we're going to move on to Clovis, who has nothing to fight really, and I think he's going to do some searching and moving. Okay, here's Clovis. He too has a short sword. He's not happy with that, so I think for his first action, Clovis is actually down south with the ladies, right? This is Clovis here. He's purple, yep. Okay, so I think his first action, he's going to attempt to bust open the vault door. That noise token is there because Nelly tried to. It failed. I think so his first action, he's going to hit the vault door. I know we have to stop that Necromancer, but my thought is we'll get to him. And so we want to get some stuff going. First, let's see. He fails. So that's going to put a noise marker there. I think we'll give it one more try to see if he can bust open the vault door. A 4 he does. And then so that door is open. But you know what? I think what we're going to do, by the way, that adds another noise token. So there's 3 in there. There's a lot of noise going on down here. I think what we're going to do, though, first is he's going to search. He can move down to the vault, but that's all he's going to get to do. A search would bear more fruit for him right now. There's opportunities for good things to happen. So, abracadabra, let's draw ourselves a search card and see what we get. Another short sword. It can be dual-wielded. So that's awesome. I mean, it's not the best option for him, but for now, this will allow him to have a second weapon. He can dual wield those, and yeah, that's good. So that'll give him 2 dice at least to roll. Plus he gets his +1 die for melee, which is good. So he's going to be rolling 3 dice with his short swords. That's not terrible. I mean, that's not a bad start for him. And then we'll see what's down the vault. I guess he won't pick it up since he's already got his dual wielding weapons going on there. Yeah, all right. Well, let's continue on. I think that was his third action, so next up we're going to have the end of the action round for these characters with Silas. Okay, we got Silas here. He's got his bow and quiver of arrows. I think the first thing he's going to do, though, up in the room he's in, is give himself a search. There's the search deck, and he is up here. This is him right here. So first thing he's going to do is take a gander. He got a short sword as well. Well, he'll put that in his offhand. He can't use them at the same time, but it doesn't matter. He at least has a sword now if he needs it. And that's all he's going to do there. So for his next 2 actions, he's going to go 1 and 2. He's going to head around to start taking out he's heading for the Necromancer. Yes, he is. I thought maybe these guys might actually pop up in another building and clear it. The guys down here next turn. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, that is the totality of his actions, which ends the player actions for the round. Now we have to go to zombie movement. Down here we have this little fella moving right there, or this lovely little lady with the ponytail. And then over here we've got Senior Necro. He's going to move 1, and the runner is going to go 1 and 2. And then way up at the top of the board we got this little guy coming out here. We're probably going to take him out pretty quickly. Get the item deck off the table. Okay, and then we're going to do our spawns. That's it for movement. Now we're going to spawn some zombies. So way up at the top there, we're going to start with this one. And let me get these deck out. We're going to start there. We're going to put the deck right here. We're going to just keep on rolling through. Double spawn again. That's the second time I pulled that up here. So that means this zone over here is going to have 3 spawns. So let me think about this. Double spawn zombies. Don't spawn zombies here, spawn 2 zombie cards, and so it's going to have 3 total spawns there. That's just what we want, right? This area over here is becoming rather troublesome, so let's go over there and take care of this. Now, this could be rather ugly for us here now, couldn't it? A little nervous about what's going to pop up. That area is going to populate a lot. Well, okay, so far just 1 walker. I'll put him out in a moment. I'm just going to draw the cards first. A second walker, not too bad, and then a third runner. Okay, so 2 walkers and a runner are appearing there. I will get them out. Here's our situation here. The Necromancer has been pulling some zombies with him. He's leading the charge. That's what it looks like. That's becoming a trouble spot. We definitely need to get over there and take care of some business. We will do that. Okay, let's continue on. We got 1 more spawn point to go. Okay, last but not least, we have this one here. Let's see what we spawn there. A double spawn. Well, how does that work? That's the last spawn. Okay, I'm going to assume that wraps around then to the first spawn point, right? Double spawn 2 zombies here, so we're not going to spawn anything here, which is too bad because I'm well equipped up there, but we're going to spawn 2 up at the top section. Okay, here's the deck for spawning. Now, I don't have the rules right in front of me, guys, because I can't read French, but I don't have them up on my screen right now because I thought I'd remember enough not to worry about it, and I'm running all these weird scenarios like this double spawn at the end of the thing. Anyway, I'm going to assume that we're going to spawn there, even though I guess it's going to wrap around. So 1 extra activation for walkers. There aren't any, so in the blue there are no extra spawn or extra activation, so that's done. And then we're going to get 2 more walkers with that card. So we have 3 walkers up at the top there. I'll get them out. And there we have it. That ends a full turn, guys. So we're going to keep on going. I have to take a moment to reshoot the pictures of my player boards because we've had some experience adjustments and item adjustments. So let me do that and then we'll get started with our next turn. Okay, turn 3 is going to start with Samson. And for his first action, way up there, he's in that top corner room. We're going to do a search for him because he could use some more stuff as well. Hopefully it's good stuff. We'll see. Let's see what he gets. A shield. Oh, that's good for him, right? Yeah, I think it is. It says this slot may hold a shield instead. It says armor. Reroll once. Reroll once. Armor rolls made with another equipped armor. The new result takes the place of the old one. Now, here's the thing about the shield for him. Remember, he's got basic armor. That's why he's allowed to do that. Because he can have armor, but he can also have the shield, which will then, it's also equals armor 4, so it's a little better when he's got. So his ability, his Iron Hide ability means he's going to have a +1. So his armor is now actually 3 with that shield. That's pretty good. So he's got his hammer and his shield. That was a great search for him. Now, he is going to go 1... for his second action 2, for his third action 3, and join Silas up there as they head down the street together. So Anne had some bad luck last turn with her search. She immediately got a zombie, but she feels adamant that she wants to continue to search. Oh, I should have taken all these noise markers off their area. That's okay. She's not going to, though. She's going to go down to the vault. So for her first action, she is right here. She's going to step into the vault down there. That's 1. Second action, she's going to pick this up. It's the Orcish crossbow. I think she's going to put that into her, equip this instead of her sword for right now. No, she's a melee person. I think she'll put this in her offhand for the moment. I think the red symbol, if not mistaken, I don't think she can use both. She can't use both of them anywhere. They're not dual wield. So it says vault ranged 1 action to reload, free in the end of phase. So basically it's got a 0, 1, or 2 range. It's got a melee. Also can be used in melee as well. I guess it's got a big, those big hook blades on the end of it. 2 for melee, 3 plus 2 damage. This is really pretty good. I do think she's going to replace her short sword with this because then it gives her options. Booyah! She's going to put this in her offhand for now. Put that there. That is good for Annie. She's very happy. She comes back up to the. She's going to come back up out of the vault now. Debating on whether she goes to the other vault location entrance, but we've got that room nice and secluded right now. I think we all want to be together when we open it because it's the biggest area that's going to have. It's going to spawn a virtual ton of zombies, so we got to be careful. So for her third action, she's simply going to come back up out of the vault area there, and then we're going to move on. Next up, we have Baldrick. He's still down in the other vault, so he's going to make a. He's going to move out and maybe get to attack a zombie with his Inferno spell. We'll see. Okay, Baldrick is here. He's going to step up here, actually. Then he's going to spend 1 turn searching the room there. I mean, he's got his nice Inferno spell, but there are other things he could have. So we're not going to deny him more stuff. And we also need torches and dragon bile, right? So, well, there's a torch at least. Draw 2 cards when searching. That's good. Spend 1 action to discard the torch from your hand and select a Dragon Ball token at range 0/1 to resolve Dragonfire. We're going to definitely put this in his pack. Oh wait, it's a hand item, so he's going to be holding this in his offhand. Okay, boom. There we go. There's his other item. So he's got his Inferno spell and a torch. Not too bad. Not too bad. And that's going to be the end of his actions based. No, he's got one more. He's got one more. So far I called ahead drawing the Necromancer and a torch. I wonder if my odds are good at calling them now. I should call every one of them. And the next thing he's going to do is step out in the street and probably start to think about taking these guys that are spawning out down here. That is going to be the end of Baldrick's turn. Next up we have Nelly, who's in the room with the southern room with the vault, and Anne and Clovis. She's first going to do a search. I always like to do these things early in the game, so while there aren't too many zombies on the board, we don't feel too frantic or rushed. We got to keep searching. What do we get? She gets a normal crossbow. How does that help her? Well, it'll go in her offhand. It'll give her an option of range, which is fine. So if that goes, she's going to put that in her offhand slot there, and then she will then move. She's going to, for a second action, she'll move here, and she's going to stay right there. She's not going to do anything for her third action. Well, she's got a free move action. She could have said free move action, No, that would just get her. Well, yeah. Okay, so she was here. She searched. She takes a free move action. She takes one more action. She shoots the crossbow at that guy right there. Why not? It's got a, oh, wait, it's got a 2. She's going to try and shoot the runner. That's what she'll do. She steps up and takes a plug at the runner. Just for reference again, she's got a 1 or 2 range, rolls 2 dice, needs a 4+, does 2 damage, the crossbow. Okay. Here we go, 2 dice. Now she does, all she gets is that free move action, so we're going to just roll her 2 dice and see what she gets. A 6. She did pop that runner. Well done, Nelly. A runner down. Nice. And that's going to give her 1 more experience points. She is now at 3. Pretty awesome. Okay, we're back around to Clovis. Now Clovis is saying, the heck with this nonsense. I'm going to take out this zombie. But then I realized that this is a different zone here that these doors are in. I was going to break through this door, but I think I'm going to leave it alone. He will just go, he'll search first. Why not? Keep on searching. Get as much stuff as possible. We got a torch, we do need Dragon Bile. So I'm going to call it. Let's see. No. Death Strike, a combat spell. Ooh, this one's, well, is that better than the Inferno? I don't know. I'll have to look. This one might be a good one for Baldrick. It does a 0 to 1 range, 1 die, 4+, 2 points of damage. I don't think it's better than the Inferno one that he's got. We'll put this in Clovis's backpack anyway. And then Clovis is going to then go 1. That's 2. And then 3. He'll step up to start helping in the fight here. I think what we're going to do is break in this door here. Makes sense to do that. Yeah, we might do that. I'll think about it, but we don't need to worry about that right now because now we got to go to Silas. Okay, Silas, I just realized that this is not a short sword. It's a regular sword, and I think what we're going to do with this, I should have done this anyway, I didn't really read that. He's going to put it here. He can have that sword in his pack. He's going to do that instead. Just because thematically it looks more like his miniature. But I don't think it, I guess logistically it does matter because he can put a 3rd weapon there that he could swing and use on its own. Or if he had dual weapons, he could put 2 of them there and still keep a sword there. I think that would work out that way. Anyway, let's go to his miniature and get him done. Okay, here's Silas. So his turn's going to be pretty simple. He's going to go 1, 2. He's going to shoot his bow at this little guy right here. Keep in mind he's got a short bow, which is going to give him 1 die. But he also gets +1 to dice rolls on range, so he's going to need a 2 or better to hit with that his short bow against this zombie here, and he gets a reroll with his plenty of arrows. So Silas doesn't miss too much with archery, and he rolls a 5, so he does get that zombie. We're just going to remove him from the board, and then we are going to give Silas his first point of experience. Okay, that ends the player rounds again. We're back around, so now we're going to do some zombie movement. I think we're going to start right here with the Necromancer. He comes forward, these 2 move forward, and this runner joins him. That's pretty awesome for him. And then up here we're going to have this little guy shamble around the corner, and these 2 shamble up to here, and then that's it. Now it's going to be zombie spawns. Movie magic. Got our zombie cards up here. Let's see what we get. Nothing in the blue. It says all runners would move, so nothing happens up there yet. Again, that's been a weird spawn point. Okay, let's go to the one where we're going to spawn 2 with the Necromancer spawn point there. Good news is we are firmly blocking the Necromancer's path to this zone, so we're going to take him out. But we got 2 spawn points here that we have to do. We're going to have 1 walker. Managed to keep it in the blue so far. That's really important for us. And then the Necromancer, the other spawn point is... oh no! Oh no! The abomination. He's no longer going to watch over our dice rolls. Okay, so let me get that out. Here's the walker. Booyah. And now we've got to get the big guy out. He's already out for me here because I had him standing up on top of the dice bowl. There he is. He's got his little medieval hood and stuff on. We can't do anything with this guy. This is going to be very challenging now. We're going to have to run away. Until we can kill him, we're definitely going to be running away from him. But we still have 1 more spawn point to go. Okay, so this spawn point right here is going to get something. Let's see what it is. Boom, we're going to get a fatty. That's not too bad, just a fatty shambling out of the hall here. We got so many 2-point weapons now. I'm kind of surprised how quickly we were able to get those. But that's really going to be it for the turn. So strategy. With the abomination coming out, that kind of changes my tactics a little bit. What we have to do is get rid of this Necromancer fast. So good news is we got Silas, and we got I think it's who's got the crossbow. and Nelly has a crossbow. So there's 2 ranged weapons. So they're going to shoot into here, and then hopefully we're going to back off, maybe head into this building, or they can come down here and pop up in the building over there. I'm not sure yet, but we got to move away, keep away from the abomination. He's just going to hurt us. We have a torch. So who's carrying the torch? That's Baldrick. He's way down the other street. So we got to get to where we can continue to do some searching. So Anne's going to have to search this room again to see if we can find some dragon bile. And then again, I think we get into that building over there, make them chase us, get in that building over there, and see if we can find the dragon bile so we can try and kill the abomination. Okay, guys, that's going to be it for this session. And for those of you watching my Myth playthrough, I have 2 more episodes that I'm editing. I'll get those up soon. And so I just didn't want you to think that fell off the radar. So thanks, guys, and hope you're enjoying the session here. And I will talk to you soon. Take care.